A little while ago, we learned the song Pretty Woman with the bass riff on the E7 chord. The song was in A major with A, D, and E as your primary chords. F sharp minor we learned in that song as the relative minor. So you have A's, D's, E's. F sharp minor, we had this version, or a big power chord. The song is in A, but the riff was on the 5 chord, the E7, leading you to the A. 3, 4, 3, and we add an F sharp right there. And that made the E7 into an E9 using the F sharp in the key of A. Crazy Train uses a very similar shaped riff. We're also in the key of A here, A, D, and E, with an F sharp minor as the relative minor. But the chorus and the intro are on the F sharps. So there's a good chance you could think of the song as being in the relative minor, in the F sharp minor, and the A, D, and E are related to that. I do come at it though feeling more comfortable thinking of A, D, and E as the 1, 4, 5, and the F sharp as the minor scale. So again, as in the other song, we start on a riff on E that leads to A. This one starts on a riff that leads from F sharp to A. First, I played along with the power chords. It's only a bass line actually, F sharp as tabbed here. 2 is the F sharp note. 5 is an A. Open E, F sharp again. And there's a D up here at the 5th fret of the 5th string. Back to open E and F sharp. We've identified many of these notes in other contexts. E is our open string. Of course, we know all our open strings. E, A, D, G, B, and E. Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. We found our G at the 3rd fret in our scale. The A at the 5th fret comes from the scale, and also we found in Wild Thing, A on the 5th fret of the 6th string and D on the 5th fret of the 5th string. A and D, as we also found that D note in Pretty Woman. So now we're getting that same reach, 2nd fret to 5th fret. We have the same B note, the same G sharp. There's an F sharp here in Pretty Woman. In Crazy Train, we're playing that as the root of our main scale. So we're going from F sharp, we're using the G sharp, the A, the B, and there's a C sharp on the 4th fret of the A string. So while the bass player was playing those F sharps, A's, and E's, I would put a power chord on those just for fun. It's not part of the song really. So I go F sharp, A, E chord in a power chord form, F sharp, D. Sometimes I'll go to the higher E that we found in Wild Thing. Usually I'll go back to the other E. So it's F sharp. It's a minor chord. You might see my finger hovering here. It's not pressing on here to make it major. I'm only playing the 3 low notes of the F sharp 5 power chord, but it would be representative of a minor in this key. So F sharp, A, E, F sharp, D, back to E, start again, A, F sharp, D, there's a pick scrape. You run the side of your pick down your strings, swooping them off. After that D, there's another E. That's all this in power chords. Then we have this riff. We saw in blues bass, A, B, A, C, A, B, A, this alternating idea. It's going from A to B to C to B, but it inserts a second A pedal tone. A, B, A, C, A, B, A. Crazy Train's doing that with this first F sharp note. So we get 2 of them. Then the C sharp on the other string, the 4th fret, and back to the pedal tone F sharp. The D at the 5th fret, back to the F sharp, and the C sharp, back to the F sharp. So those notes, 2, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 4, 2. You can shift around a little bit. In this one song, opposite to what I said about Pretty Woman, I like to do it from one fingering. I like to land my pointer on the 2nd fret and reach for these notes. So this lick is something I would have you practice. Maybe just go 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4. Then put in the extra 2s. 2, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 4, 2. I could let myself shift and pivot a little bit. Once that lick is learned and you're feeling good about it, I consider it sort of flipped over now. The 2 goes on the other string, the 4 and 5 on the 6th string. So it's a higher 2. Now there is no pedal tone. 2, 5, 4, 5, 2, 5, 4, and the open E. Just as we saw in Pretty Woman, the 5s could be represented by open notes that are the equivalent. So it could be 2, 2, open, 4, open, 2, open, 4, open. Very playable, but not the way it's done. So this is a nice exercise for you. We haven't done finger exercises per se, but songs will really act as the finger exercise in themselves. So we've got the first half of the riff, 2 on the low string, 4 and 5 on the 5th string, and then I consider it being flipped over. 2, 5, 4, 5, 2, 5, 4, oh. Sometimes I don't move this finger off those 2 strings. So it goes 3 times. The 4th time you only get halfway through. And then you play power chords on the D and the E, the 5th fret and the 7. Turn those into power chords by putting a 7 with the 5 and a 9 with the 7. So here is that riff. A little slow maybe. Flipped. Pedals. This is F sharp. Last time. And the E. A little quicker. Last time. And that's the intro riff, shaped and feeling very much like Pretty Woman to me. These chords, we're not going to learn yet, of course. That's an A, an E, a D, but you do know this A. You've seen it in power chord form. Mostly I just want to see the riff and use it as your fingering exercise. This scale is an F sharp scale and it's called the Aeolian. It's the natural minor scale. You already knew a natural minor starting on A. That's what happens when you play an A scale in the key of C. Now we're playing an F sharp scale in the key of A. And it's a minor as well. I'm going to leave you at that. Have a good one.